Welcome everyone, I'm Rosa and this is Purple Lunar Rose Tarot. Alright, so today we're going to talk about Venus and Mars. These two planets are going into opposition on November 30th. Venus and Mars, of course, do represent love and war. So this is definitely a big opportunity for everyone. And this is an opportunity for everyone on the planet. Doesn't matter what type of spiritual journey you're on. And remember, guys, everyone has different purposes and different spiritual journeys. But this is definitely an opportunity where you're going to be asked to choose love over war. This is also a time Venus going in opposition from Mars, which is in retrograde in Gemini. Also an opportunity for you to understand the importance and the definition of free will and purpose. And we are going to talk about that a little bit. I know that I normally run from the more difficult or challenging topics, and I know that free will is a big topic here at Purple Lunar Rose, especially if you're on the same spiritual journey that I am on. So a lot of times when we learn about our purpose in this very specific spiritual journey, we tend to feel like there's not a lot of free will given to us. Guys, free will means that you have the opportunity in this lifetime to choose and make the choices that you want for your journey, for your path here, this lifeline, right? And then purpose, of course, is what your soul's path has chose for this lifetime. So it is your soul that chose this path. So of course, in theory, it is you that chose this path. But many times when we are here in the 3D, our ego mind can definitely cause us to stray and cause delays from us following our spiritual soul's purpose, right? So what happens is, again, we kind of have a little bit of a going back and forth with free will and purpose. You can follow your purpose, guys, and still have free will. I feel like I'm a perfect example of that here at Purple Lunar Rose. Also, this Venus and Mars opposition is really a opportunity to look at forgiveness, to offer forgiveness for others and yourself. Forgiveness is going to be key with this opposition. And the reason that is because Chiron is also affecting this aspect. Chiron is not a planet. It's actually an asteroid that is between, I believe, Saturn and Uranus, but it's like where it's large enough that it's affecting us, right? And the Chiron is called the wounded warrior. It's about your healing path, and that's what Chiron represents. So again, this is a big opportunity here. You want to have healthy boundaries at this time. You of course want to enforce those boundaries, but you still want to come at all situations, especially the challenging situations, from unconditional love and compassion. I can't express how important it is, especially for those of you that are on the twin journey, this very specific journey that I'm also on. These aspects are helping you to heal the separation energy. And again, I just cannot express how important that energy is. You're going to see the opposition. You're going to see it within masculine and feminine energies. And remember, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. But those of you that, again, are on this very specific journey could definitely see some opposition and see the opportunity, again, the opportunity to choose love over war. Again, forgiveness is key. And I feel like collectively we have a lot of feminine energy here at PLR. And that's beautiful, beautiful energy. But I will say this, there seems to be like a collective misunderstanding that the feminine energy is better, or the feminine energy is you know, progressing more or ascending faster or awakening, and the masculine energy is just in a lower vibrational energy, and they're not moving as quickly or as good as the feminine energy. Again, that is a very big misconception. Feminine energy and masculine energy are equal. There is not one that is better than the other. And here's what I will say for the collective feminine energy that does follow here at PLR. Again, I'm not trying to step on any toes or upset anyone. I'm really just trying to give you the message that Spirit has given to me, because I do feel like it's going to help us on our journey. But we also have to understand that forgiveness is key, and the masculine also has to forgive the feminine. It's not an innocent party. There's no innocent party. Actually, both parties are innocent, right? But there's not like one is better than the other. Feminine energy has hurt the masculine energy just as much as masculine energy has hurt the feminine energy. And this is definitely an opportunity to heal from those situations. And that in turn is going to help you heal this separation energy. All right, so now I'm going to jump in with the Heal Yourself reading cards. And I'm just going to pull some energies of what you may face. What healing energies you may face when Venus moves into opposition. I'm just going to pull them out. I'm not going to pull masculine or feminine. Remember, this could be you if you're on this very specific journey. It could be your counterpart. All right, so the first one that came out was Patience, number 23. The second one to come out is number 24. I love it. Self-love. And Inner Child coming out, number 16. How teachable are you? Number 9, it's on the bottom. So again, I am kind of getting that feeling that this is a big opportunity here. All right, so the Patience card coming out just tells me, I heard free will actually when I turned that over. Again, it's almost like we're having to wait for someone to understand what free will is. If you feel like you still don't understand after I went through that explanation, I would definitely say just grab a pen and paper, pick up your phone, jump on your computer, and just do a little research on free will and purpose, because I feel like those two are going to go together, right? Self-love is here. I do feel like this is about someone needing to take care of themselves. I do feel like someone chose. I feel like the feminine chose, right? Like the feminine energy said, hey, I need to take care of myself. I need to heal. I need to cleanse my energy. I need to be more spiritual. I need, you know, all the different tools at my disposal, right? And I feel like that's what the feminine energy did. And I feel like that's what kind of gives the feminine energy a little bit of this belief that there's a leg up, right? Because their actions were so physical and on the outside. I will say this, masculine energies was more internal. Masculine energies was more those abandonment and rejection issues definitely tended to be more on the masculine side. Of course, when you're on the journey, you definitely can have the same issues on both sides of the counterpart. I always say, like, my counterpart and myself definitely had the same type of upbringing, like the same type of parental issues, right? Like the same parents type of thing. And I do feel like that is collectively the issues you could be facing. So I'm getting a little bit of like impatience, right? Like someone's impatient, tired of waiting. Someone else is like understanding that there's self-love, self-care that's needed. And it does feel like this is already learned. It's possible too that the feminine energy learned the situation and then taught it to the masculine energy, of course, right? But Inner Child is also here. So I'm getting a little bit of it's not fair, I don't want this thing. It's a lot of I don't want to say immature, but it's not exactly mature energy, right? It's kind of like I'm kind of getting a little bit of a tantrum, and it definitely could be coming from both sides. So again, one is not better than the other, guys. All right, let's pull a little tarot. Let's see why you may be feeling impatient. This could be that someone is feeling impatient with you, of course. All right, so we have Page of Wands and Seven of Cups. Page of Wands, spiritual awakening. Seven of Cups, definitely choices, right? And confusion about the choices. I feel like there's someone waiting for something, and Spirit saying, like the Page of Wands, the spiritual awakening, that's what you're supposed to be choosing. You're waiting for something. You're waiting to be able to see something or have an option of something that may not be coming right now. Right now, you're supposed to be choosing your spiritual awakening. All right, let's look at self-love. So for those of you on this very specific journey, I do feel like there is a masculine, feminine, and bridging energy, of course. But both counterparts, a bit of a temper tantrum. All right, so self-love, we have Ace of Wands. That's your destiny. That's your fate. That's the path that your soul chose. And then the High Priestess coming out. Both of you taking care of the bond, right? Of the situation. And I will say this, I do feel like because we have dealt with a little bit of separation energy, and regardless of whether you're on this specific journey or not, you're going to be dealing with the situation in some other aspect, right? Remember guys, astrology, a tool, it affects the whole planet. And for us here at PLR, I definitely feel like you're taking care of the bond. You're taking care of the spiritual relationship. It's very possible that many of you have had some harsh words to say about the counterpart, right? And I feel like that's kind of the energy that's cleaning up. All right, but let's look at inner child, because I'm definitely getting some abandonment, rejection issues. The you left me, no, you left me kind of thing. Someone wasn't there for you when you needed them, something like that. All right, so I have the Wheel of Fortune, so that could be changing. Absolutely. 2 major arcanas, and the Lovers comes out. So big confirmation for those of you that are on the twin journey. The Lovers card, but the Wheel of Fortune tells me that something's been stuck or not moving, and maybe that's why the temper tantrum. And I feel like now that wheel is going to start moving. I just want to say, guys, Jupiter has gone direct, and Jupiter will be moving into Aries very soon. And when Jupiter moves into Aries, it's definitely about expansion, growth, and good fortune, but it's also action, like physical things that you can see. Aries is very a sign of physical things, right? Like it wants to make physical contributions. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm feeling, like physical action. All right, let's do some guidance cards, and I am going to pull from angels and ancestors. And we're literally just asking your angels, ancestors, and spiritual guides for guidance as you move through this energy. Again, for those of you on the journey, you're definitely going to deal with the counterpart, especially if you've been in some stuck energy. But it's time to heal. It's time to choose love and not war. For those of you on a different spiritual path, you're still going to be breaking a connection for something you've been waiting for. It's like you finally figure out how to get it your way and not have to wait for someone to do it for you. All right, so we have the Great Teacher coming out. We're all learning big lessons, right? Learn from spiritual experiences. Absolutely, that's what's happening. We have the Snake coming out. This came out a lot for me when I first got this deck. It was gifted to me not too long ago, but it's definitely about shedding the old skin. Again, the old way of doing something is finished. And let's do one more, the Heart Guardian. And I did feel that a little bit for that bridging energy, a little bit for the self-love, self-care energy. I felt like it's definitely a time where you're going to start nurturing and taking care of this bond, of this spiritual journey that you're on. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, guys. I hope that reading was helpful. Mars and Venus. Choose love, not war, guys. As always, I'm always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. And don't forget, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe.